Hi all and welcome to Life of an Aspie. For those of you who aren't familiar with me right now, I'm AspieAnswers from Life of an Aspie, and I advocate for mental health as well as speech syndrome and autism on my channel. This is a quick short video based on my longer version of do I want to cure for autism. So if you've seen the long extended version, feel free to pop over there and have a look, and I'll link it in the description above me and also in the description. So basically, just to wrap it up, basically, yes, I want a cure obviously for HIV, AIDS, cancer and the like. And my understanding from what I know is that there has been recent debates and misunderstandings and misconceptions about, what causes autism, and if so, what is the main reason, which I've obviously just shared on my piece, but I'm going to quickly try and keep this short. Based on my very opinions and experiences, however, from what I can recall, obviously, many of us autistics are accepting and loving of who and what we are, and we are just embracing our differences and abilities of who and what we are and what we are becoming, obviously, as an autistic. And from my knowledge and know-how here today of, a cure, from the definition of it, it's defined as a quick fix or something that needs to be fixed, even if it is not forever broken, even though for us autistics we are labelled obviously too broken, too hard to fix, too hard to understand, too hard to just get along with or whatever. And this misconception or ideal needs to be banished right now, I believe. I'm on the bandwagon for this if we want to cure or not. However, for autism, even though for me I feel that I am accepting of who and what I am as a person, even though for many of us autistics we want to be normal, right? Even though normal is underrated. Autism should also be able to be accepted and embraced by our differences in abilities, as well as not just the autistics on the spectrum, but everybody around us. And saying this, that for us autistics and many other children, not just on the spectrum, but basically people like with ADHD and everywhere else, they have their special gifts and talents that lies within that kind of diagnosis hearsay, I believe. For me, I just want a clearer understanding and how it works for different autistics and Aspies alike, of me or others around me, as well as understanding and how it works, understanding the mechanisms to what makes us us, how hearsay. And in saying this also, I want to be well informed, as well as maybe many other autistics, to be informed about our health and maintaining our health and maintaining good health for the future of our autism. We all need to be accepting of who and what we are as a person and to who we're becoming. Despite our difficulties and or struggles that we face, regardless what it is, we should be able to understand, be empathetic, compassionate enough to others around who are different. It's all about accepting our differences. I've learned from the past mistakes, trials and tribulations of my life that everything in one way or another happens for a reason, and we can be that change or difference to others. Some of us may wear autism as a badge of honour, hearsay, and to me, as being an Aspie, I'm one of them. We need to be with the right people, with the right attitude and mindset, however, basically, with the right support, however. But bear in mind, though, for people that may want to cure, there are some people, as a clear example, like maybe a non-verbal autistic that can't speak for themselves and make up that everyday choice, because everything starts with choice and ends with a choice of what will happen to them or not, if they want it or not. The traits, characteristics, I believe I'm questioning right now, what will happen to that if that was taken away? Will it go away? Some of this, however, are our life struggles and experiences of what we've been through are learnt and taught by others. The skills and abilities for, however, me, from what I've learnt, may get lost into translation. However, I believe, will I lose the memory of times, dates and events that has gone through my everyday life, as well as just, the history books. Another one is losing the feelings and emotions, being empathetic and emotional, just the way I am as an Aspie, losing the sight of problem solving. There are, however, negative assumptions basically about an autistic. Sometimes I'm not saying this though, also that today in most of the world, people frame autism as a bad thing or a disease and whatnot, or disability or whatever. But as I said before, of what is autism, and that I'll link that above me of what is autism. I clearly shared this in my video, but in short, autism is a neurodiversity or a neurodiverse need just to be included and accepted by others regardless of our differences, you know, or neurodiverse way of our characteristic traits, I believe. The labelling of diagnosis can be managed, however, for us, albeit mental health, be it autism, be it Asperger's syndrome, and the like. I believe also, though, however, there is a power of healing, a power of change in that. But again, that's by choice. When we all seek wellness, it has to be done with, however, and through self-love and self-esteem and being able to be just positive enough. Well, in saying this, though, we should be questioned if there was to be a cure, do we want to be cured? Maybe, in a sense, some of us would want meds or something to treat and manage autism, in a sense. But then again, another question to throw at you, at what cost to cure autism? You know, as we know that some, as I said before, autistics label this as a form of identity or a badge of honour to accept who and what they are as a person. You know, also in saying this, maybe we need to remove the stigma and stereotyping and the wrong thinking patterns that has been instilled in many neurotypicals. They tend to think that, you know, autism is a bad thing and not a good thing. So maybe we should spread out some positive messages about the positives about being an autistic or an Aspie, maybe, as well as just hoping to still spread out messages of who and what we are as an autistic, and use the special social media platforms. A real short video of mine to look at of do we want a cure. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching, and once again thanks for the invite, and I'll see you again soon.